Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. See a few of y'all in here already. Sharonda, what's going on, baby? Sirius, what's going on, baby? James, what's going on, my guy? First things first, you already know. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. For those in the city, hopefully y'all keeping yourselves dry. It just started raining, or at least on my end, it started pouring down. I don't know about the whole city, but hopefully y'all keeping yourselves dry, whether you work with the family. Appreciate everybody that tuned in last night for the conversation. Definitely was a good one. And if you missed it, you catch the replay. Riaz, what's going on? Miss T, what's going on, baby? Conversation that was needed nonetheless, because I wanted to make things clear on everything that I'm doing and every avenue that I'm moving on. See, I'm going to continue to keep a strong balance and a stern balance when it comes to it. People that have come here, the people that have been here recently, even some who haven't been in the chat as of recently, most of them came here because, again, they enjoy the vibes. And that's the way I'm going to keep it. I want everybody to at least have a good time and just be themselves. But again, I'm not having people throwing subs at each other or even acting funny towards each other. Like I said, and I meant it. If I feel any type of distractions, if I feel any type of whatever, fuck the troll. If I feel any type of distractions coming from within the people, I'm going to call it out and y'all going to have to pop up. Sorry. Because I'm trying to keep something where we not divided all the time. We don't always got to agree on certain things, but we should agree to have respect, especially in other people's chats and stuff like that. At some point, I am dropping the link because, like I said, I'm not playing. Person at hand is either you gonna pop in and have a conversation with me as a grown up without no tactics or no bullshit, or you just gonna shut the fuck up. That's just what you're gonna do. Want to speak on a couple things. Um, some of it does have to deal with mental health again. Um, see, my notifications was going wild crazy between yesterday morning, well, shoot, between Sunday actually and today. A lot of people, even people I wasn't expecting, covering a topic with two content creators. One definitely on the verge of probably going to jail because of the tactics that they're using, just to, just to try to cause harm and damage to somebody. And another one, damn near almost got themselves killed. Um, I'm gonna speak on the one that almost got themselves killed because that seemed to be the biggest topic out of everything. Oh, do I spot mental health when it comes to that person? Do I spot something that needs to be corrected? Yes, I do. Mayhem, what's going on, baby? Congratulations again on that 1K, baby. Do I spot mental health in that situation? Yes. And I spot mental health because there's no way you would think to go into an area that you know for a fact you came from, it's gritty, people don't care, and you almost got yourself killed for a little bit of clout and fame. Reason why I said some people need to unplug from this internet as a whole is because some of these people are not wrapped too tight in the head. And in the long run, again, you're going to essentially get yourself killed for what? For views and clicks? Or just for a little bit of chump change? That's what you want to do? I want to speak to the people that might be around him who might actually be friends to that person. If you see that your friends are crashing out, even to that extent, you as the level-headed one is supposed to stop them. First of all, if you was a real friend, you would try to get that person help even when they deny it. I'm sorry, because some people, as much as they try to deny help, you're going to have to force the help on them because you can't let them crash out the way they crashed out. Can't. And seeing that instance, that would have been another case of a YouTuber or a blogger doing too much or just having a meltdown and got themselves hurt. And for what? Again, do I spot mental health there? Yes, I do. Do I believe some of the stories that they put out there? Hell to the no. Because there's no way you can tell me that the story keeps changing left and right. You've been a victim to, I'm going to say this again because I've seen some people and I know some people who are actually victims of different childhood traumas. And those traumas, again, they know everything. They know the date. They know when it happened. They know the age. They know everything. Nothing changes in their story. But you have some who have sat in there and even kept changing up the age, kept changing up this. So it's hard for people to even believe anything. Even if you are a victim, it's hard for people to believe you if you keep switching up your story. I could tell when you just looking at somebody, you could tell who's all the way there and who's not. And that person I know for a fact is not all the way there. Now, whatever traumas that person went through in their personal life, at some point, you're of a golden age now, you should want to seek help. And hopefully, after this situation that happened to you, you actually take the time out and take a break from everything. See, you almost got yourself killed again because you're having a breakdown. And you got to remember in this city of ours, most people do not care if you are even going through something. They will harm you if they have to because if they feel you're a danger, they're going to do that. When you threatening to throw people's mothers out of a window and do all this other stuff, you are asking for all the wrong type of attention. And you got to remember, you are live to the world, even to the people in your city. So when you are doing things like that, you got to expect some sort of madness to happen. DJ is what's going on, my guy? Again, whatever traumas you might have been facing or still facing to this day, it is time for you to get help. And see, some of y'all again are lucky because you have a family, you have people around you who actually still do love and care for you, no matter what the danger is or no matter what's going on with your life. So, in that same token, those same people are going to try to do their best to try to stop you from crashing out. But if you ain't going to listen to reason, even to your own family, then you get what's coming to you. Word, what's going on, my guy? And again, this is a topic that everybody was covering. I'm not really covering it. I'm just giving an example again of people who have traumas that are plaguing them to this day. And this is actually part of some of the content because, again, it does start with mental health. It's obvious he went through something in life. But the thing is, you don't allow anything to plague your mind. You don't allow certain things to take you off the deep end. Sanjia, what's going on, baby? Again, you should have voices of reason even when you're going through traumas because, again, you got a whole family. You got a woman that cares for you. And if that woman is trying to damn this to make sure you stay on this earth longer, you should just listen to reason. This is why I say some people have to unplug and detach from certain things in life. Because if you don't, at some point, those same things that you were going crazy over is going to kill you because you're going to have a breakdown. You're going to have a moment of relapse. You even going to get to a point where it could get dire. And again, it is crazy because you could have lost your life. And for what? Just for the attention that you've been seeking. Didi, what's going on, baby? Word, I think you know what we talking about too. But this is why I'm saying this was a buzz all day yesterday. And my thing is, it's only coming into, as far as part of the realness that we speaking about. People even on here, whether they content creators or not, some of these people really are suffering one way or another from some sort of mental health or some sort of trauma, to where they feel like they got to spew everything out to the people. Now, again, do I believe that this person has some sort of childhood trauma that is still hurting them? Yes. Do I believe he's doing the right thing on how he's going about it? No. Because my thing was, if you came on here with a notion and a game plan, that game plan should have been followed. If you was coming on here because, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you came on here with this notion of, being an advocate for something, right? That's what it's supposed to be. If you claim you was an advocate and you fighting and you trying to be the voice for people who was victims of child molestation, statutory rape and anything else along those lines, you should have kept it the way you kept it. Now, again, I know some people came in with one notion, then they might have changed up their platforms or changed up the way they was doing things, which is all respectable. But as long as it's still within the realms of trying to bring some sort of positive outlook and message, that's the way it was supposed to be. Realist, what's going on, my guy? Yeah, it wouldn't be New York City, and I'm not even outside. It's a damn shame. I just came out. Hey, it wouldn't be New York City if you didn't hear that. But it's real critical. Again, you came on here with a notion to do something, and do it. And even if you want to switch some things up, incorporate some things, all right, that's cool, but still stay with the topic. Still stay with what you said you was on here for. That was like, if me, prime example. I'm still doing the same thing I've been doing. I'm talking to y'all, giving y'all some good whatever. That's like me out of nowhere. Now I'm starting to cause beef with people, or I'm just starting to, I'm starting to put myself and incorporate myself in things that don't even got nothing to do with me. Now, essentially, I'm setting myself up for some madness. Not gonna be doing that. See, I stood on my principle, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. Now, if I gotta things, or if I gotta burn certain things, hey, that's just the way it's gonna be. But everything else is still gonna be what it's been. Strong messages and talks that we need to have, because again, the world around us is changing so drastically, and it's no need to keep overlooking that. Now, again, you got people on here for a fact are suffering from some sort of trauma or some sort of psych damage, and instead of them trying to get the help, you're refusing to help. But then you got people around you that say they love and care for you, and even they ain't trying to stop you, or even they can't get through to you. So once it's like that, it's clear and adamant that at some point that person is going to crash out. Now, if that person decides this is a life lesson or intervention, they need to listen to it. Appreciate you for dropping those link series, baby. But again, this is something we got to look at. Now, that right there, that could have been not just that person, that could have been anybody. They don't flip their wig and now they somewhere they ain't supposed to be at, whether it's in their own neighborhood or not. And they starting to have one of those moments. You got some people who they don't care, again, if you suffering from illnesses or not. They will mess around and cause some harm. But essentially, you setting yourself up, because at some point you got to wake up and realize the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm saying, even the way I'm moving, it ain't working. And if anything, it's causing more drama and trauma to my life that I already don't need. And I'm sorry, but there's some of y'all that really need to detach. And I mean detach, because if you don't, you're going to lead yourself to an early grave. And again, if you blessed to make an age that some people ain't even blessed to make, nigga, you should be trying to do everything in your power to stay here. You know, I could speak from it. I could speak from experience because I got people right now that I wish was still here that was would have been in the same age group with me, or if not, a year or two older. And they ain't even make it past high school. Some of them make it past 21. Some didn't even make it past 30. So again, you know, you will have people who are lucky to still breathe and do something. Figure out something in your life that's going to be beneficial and change. Again, it shows a clear example of why society is crumbling because we have people who are suffering from psychological damage on all angles. We got some of the crimes that's happening because of that. Let's think about it. Some of these sexual attacks and crimes, right? What's always the motive and what's always been the same thing? Half of these people really had some sort of issues of their own. And they are just going off and outlashing on people because they finally went to their snapping point. I've always felt those type of people are the ones that definitely need to be extremely watched over. Those who are suffering from any type of illnesses, those who might have suffered from trauma as a kid, yeah, those are the ones that need the evaluations. Those are the ones that really need to get the help. Because if they don't, they're going to set themselves up for failure. And they could possibly set other people up for failure. And all in all, though, we got to come to that understanding again. We could change a lot if we just start impacting and doing a lot. And again, we need to. That right there, in that instance, that person better sit there and actually take into consideration that you were still lucky regardless. And whatever you was going through, you need to actually sit back and go get you some help. And there's been more than a few people who have told you that already to try to get you help. Some people even tried to help you. But this is what I'm saying again, people's prides, even when they going through shit, it's a pride barrier. Dagmar, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in the like button. It's a pride problem. If I know for a fact I done went through some sort of psychological trauma that could impact the rest of my life, I'm going to try to get help, especially if I feel like it's starting to come down on. That don't make me less of a human. That don't make me soft or anything. No, that just makes me aware that I'm going through something and I need help before I go to an early grave. And it is something that some of y'all should feel. Some of y'all should actually take that into consideration again. Whenever you feel you need help, don't matter if it's the biggest traumas or the smallest traumas, go get help. Why go on the proverbial downfall because you just don't want to listen to the reason? Even if your own spirit is telling you something is wrong and you need to correct something, go do it. I'm sorry, but I'm always going to be firm and adamant on that. If you know you need help, go get you some help. If you claim to have real friends and family in your circle, make sure that they don't hurt you. Make sure that they actually try to help you. See, even when I thought I was going through certain things, I had all the correct people. And this is well before social media. I had all the right people that still made a difference. Even when I felt like I was to myself, I really wasn't. But I had people who would go the distance. And why? Because instead of seeing me go through the loops and the hurdles, we ain't gonna let another good brother go through that now. Like, and see again, it does start as a not just the what you're learning at home, but the people in your community as well. Yeah, where I was at. And even if she didn't know where I was at some point somebody gave her the drop. So even if I thought to do something crazy, it wasn't gonna happen. Because again, the community cared. See, the community cared even as far as dealing with single parents. They cared. Nah, we ain't gonna let your kid go out like that. We want your kid to do well, or we want your kid to break the cycle. And seeing that's the thing. That person has kids. That person, despite whatever, you got kids that are young that are coming up. You should want to try to set the better example. But you also want to be truthful while you setting that example. You can't sit there and sugarcoat certain things, and you can't lie about certain things. I know when it comes to talking about topics like this, some people are going to get a little triggered, a little upset. But again, nonetheless, this is a conversation that's needed because it will bring some sort of closure and healing. That's a whole fact word. But this is what I'm saying. Like I told somebody, you can't sit here and cry that you need help to one person, but you're not actually going to go out and get the help. Like you can't sit here and tell one person all day, yeah, man, I think I got okay, well, look, if you want, let's go try to get you some help. And again, if that person is supposed to be a good friend of yours or even, a family member of yours that actually loves and cares for you, they're gonna try to get you the help. They ain't gonna let you go all the way out there and crash the hell out. And for what? It's a hard thing to turn off for some because they feel like they still have to prove something to the world. They still feel like it makes them less than if they actually sit there and admit that they need help. There was things I needed help with. Shoot, even to this day, certain things I did need help with. Certain things I really didn't because I had a control factor over it. I knew how to not so much as manipulate it, but I know how to create it and demonstrate it the way it's supposed to be done. Every element of life, you're supposed to be the creator of that. So if you're gonna move a certain way, like I've always been moving this same way on and off this app. I'm gonna be as real as it gets, but just know I still have love and compassion for the people the way I see fit. Claudia, what's going on, baby? But see, I'm gonna be honest on both angles. It be men and women sometimes actually let their pride, they let that button stay on. Some people think shit can't happen to them. Some people think, you know, a downfall ain't coming to them. Some people actually believe in their minds that no matter what happens, they're going to be able to dictate or control the whole narrative of the situation. But the truth of the matter is, it's not going to be able to work that way. It's not. You might not see it coming, but at some point, you're going to go through a phase. You're going to go through a phase when you're dealing with death. You might be dealing with some sort of whatever, even unemployment. Main thing to remember again, once you feel you've gotten to that point where you need the help, go get it. You got to seek therapy. Hey, go get a therapist that's actually going to sit down and try to help you get through what you got to get through and help you try to figure out your balance. See, you can sit there and unleash a lot on somebody. If that person has enough time and patience to understand, hear, and then give you their best conclusion and even their best advice on it, listen to it. They could actually save you. They have some people who have took, but see, that's another thing too. There's some people who have tuck in therapy. They went to go see a therapist, and all of that shit. And in the same token, guess what? They go right back out and do the same exact shit. Again, that pride button being on. You ain't trying to listen to voice of reason or hear anything. See, I'm gonna say it like this again. You got to start listening to that inner voice in you. If your inner voice is telling you, yo, maybe you should just chill back. You know what? Don't even give this no energy. You know what? Let this shit go. Let it go. Listen to your inner spirit. Listen to your gut instinct, your intuition, whatever you want to call it. Listen to that. When you feel that deepness and you feel that struggle in your gut telling you to stop doing something, stop doing it. Listen to that voice in you. Listen to that clear mind. Everybody goes through traumas in life. Like I said, the biggest traumas, the smallest traumas, doesn't matter. Everybody goes through trauma, some sort of psychological trauma. And majority of those people, regardless to what, they're gonna get themselves right, even if they have to seek help. I know that part, Dagmar. I'm not saying that it is, but for some that know they actually still got a clear mind and a clear thinking space to do so, do it. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna make you look like you're weak or pathetic. It's not. Shoot, I needed speech therapy when I was younger. You what was I supposed to get mad about that? No, that helped me actually. And I would say this too in all angles, even coming down to some of these parents. Again, when you know there's certain things going on with your child that don't seem normal or right, go get them the help. Why sit there and let them suffer, even to the point where it messes with them into their older stages in life. And this is my thing. You know, if you around the right people, they're gonna say something that resonates with you, and it might even have you thinking, or it might even help you in a certain way. Depends on how you take it. Hence why I say some people know how to take constructive criticism, which is an advice. Some people don't. But I would still say this: you got a family, kids, all that other stuff around you. They should be a motivation a lot of times to break out of whatever you're going through. And if some of these people are willing to help you and even get you the required help, come on now. That's how it's supposed to be. Let them help. It's nothing wrong with accepting that. We all could be strong, but guess what? We all have our moments of weakness. But if you got the right people and if you got the right mindset, you could get right back up. Yeah, because I went through it as a youngin'. Like I said, and if I really put out my whole damn life, which I know I won't, half of y'all wouldn't be able to walk 5 minutes in my shoes. You'd have killed yourselves, or you probably would have just been another statistic. So again, we ain't gonna go there. Everybody has suffered some sort of trauma, and some people have dealt with certain things on a real level. But see, again, it does show when you have people that actually care for you, even down to your parents. Listen when your parents are telling you something, even in adulthood, they might tell you something that you might resonate with. There's certain things you know you ain't going to be able to talk with your parents with because we know it's the respect level, the boundaries. But then there's other things you know you could always go to your parents or even go to one of them and talk to about. Cowboy, what's going on, my guy? See, there's things in life that you want to overcome. See, I overcame that. I overcame the speech impediment and everything else. Why? Because I felt like I was still being blessed. Had a real strong support system. My mom's was definitely on point and definitely cared about her baby boy. So anything that seemed like it was out of whack, she was on it like she was supposed to be. And I think that's where we have some of the problems in society now. There are some parents that are knowing their kids are suffering and they ain't doing shit to help them. But then you got those who know their kids are suffering and they're trying to find any and every way to make sure that they can get them the help. so it doesn't become a consistent problem, or it doesn't become a situation where it could be crucial or critical. There's ways to repair damages in your life and not just patch up holes. Repair damages. You want to repair damage that happened to you as a child, seek the professional help that you need. Rich, what's going on, my guy? It's all about, again, just golden opportunities. It's also about prosperous opportunities, and just making sure you keeping the life cycle and the balance continuously going. And I'm sorry, but it is a sad thing when, again, you are allowing your kids to suffer even into adulthood. You're not breaking a cycle that should be broken, at least in my opinion. And again, I'm gonna say for those people who need to hear it, before you essentially crash out, take the time. Take the time to think clearly before you just still do anything. And some of these people actually still had time to think, but because they let certain things trigger them, this is what we got. And all it takes is a simple trigger sometimes to have somebody go off the deep end. Clear thing to remember again is be in control of your emotion. They shouldn't override or speak for everything that you do and how you live life. First of all, you got to be able to say, all right, regardless to what, I did my suffering. Now it's time for me to heal and grow from the suffering. I would say victims of sexual attacks, some of them, they definitely end up overcoming, you know, the obstacles, and even go on to try to be uplifters to those who might have been through it or are going through it. So again, it does carve a character for some. For some, it's not going to end well because if their mind is already fragile or feeble, it only takes the simplest trigger for that person to go left. And again, it's a clear indication on why we are having so many issues in society. Nobody's loving or caring for each other. You know, nobody is really trying to help uplift. Yeah, we know we're going to have those that ain't going to never be down, but hey, it is what it is. But we are losing numbers because, again, cycles are rising as far as not just crime, family structure, critical resources to help. Like I said, this is another prime problem. Got to start being beneficial on all angles and start putting our best on the table. Be safe on that road, baby. Don't catch up with the chat, y'all. Come on, man. Get up out of here, man. Come on, man. Come over here, man. My bad, y'all. You already know who I'm talking to, so it ain't nothing new. Don't worry, nobody is getting harmed in the making of this live. No, but again, we gotta come to that conclusion. My bad. Uh, At least the family member ain't called the damn phone in the middle of the live stream while I'm on the live stream with y'all. So I'm happy about that. They actually learned to listen. But nah, back at the subject at hand. Come on now. There are people who are going through the ultimate struggles, and some of it is because they really don't have the resources that they should have, even down to the simplest details. Nah, he ain't come to play. He came to be nosy. He thought I was going to drop something. No, him being greedy as always. No doubt, Dagmar. Appreciate you, baby. Hey, what's going on, though? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, somebody came in here pregnant. Oh, somebody came in here pregnant. Oh, well, we hope you getting the help that you need, so you don't bring in the wrong type of offspring in. Yeah, but back to y'all. See, a prime example again of people that need some sort of mental help, some sort of therapy, and they refuse to go get it. But like I told you, that link will be pinned at some point. So if you really got something to say, I would suggest you say it. Nonetheless, you really got to come to that notion. Facts, James. That's what I'm saying. Clear indentation on people that actually need help. So, again, I'm gonna tell you some of your course of action, just like most people, gonna get you hurt, or it could possibly leave you unalive. Stop crashing out. That don't make no sense. Didn't you learn your lesson from last night? Matter of fact, let me show you how much I'm really not playing. I'm really calling you out right now. We gonna see if you actually a real man or a real woman. That's the energy. I did tell you that, right? I know. I'm quite sure I said that. Frugal, what's going on, baby? See, this is clearly a prime example of somebody that actually needs help, but refuses to get it. Or this is a prime example of people who are letting their pride get in their way. But I can tell you this again, it's gonna set you up for the long kill. Don't necessarily gotta be by me. Mel, what's going on, baby? So again, that link is down there in case you feel you really want to talk. Other than that, just sit back and watch the lesson like you've been doing. Oh, congratulations on your pregnancy. Yeah. Again, hopefully you don't breed no more gremlins, no more aliens, definitely no more cocktail creations. Keep it pushing. Grow up and go get you the help. Like I said before, go detach. We grown ups on here, right? Anybody got an issue with anything when that link is dropped a pin, add the conversation. Again, like I said last night, this is a problem with people's prides and cowardice. They know they ain't gonna say nothing. They know they don't even believe in half of the stuff they believe in. And then again, person like that crashing out because they either got a death wish or they really want attention. Either which way, that shit don't normally end up. Did we not just witness what we just been witnessing lately? Or am I tripping? I'll wait. I'll wait for that answer. Goes right back to the prime example of obsession. That's the bad type of obsession right there, too. letting yourself crash out and letting the people around you crash out. Or all of y'all crashing out together on the same accord because you have an issue and you refuse to let it go. But that's how it becomes another TKO, right? Get yourself right, man. And I'm speaking to anybody that need to hear it. See, I'm gonna give you my calm, cool collectives on it. And there's other days you're just gonna get tough love. Today is kind of like a little bit of both. I'm saying it from a good place in my heart, but I'm saying it from a tough love aspect because it needs to be said. Some of y'all are gonna literally put yourselves on an early grave site, and for what? Because again, you don't know how to release and let go. That pride will essentially again set you up for ultimate failure. Get yourselves together. All in all, though, it still doesn't pan away from the conversation at hand. And again, I would suggest those who are still in the state to really catch themselves, catch themselves. I'm telling you, and if again you lucky to have family, kids, all of that around you, you got to think about them because what essentially happens when you leave them out here? Some of y'all not thinking about that because again, your pride is overriding everything that you're thinking and processing. At some point, you're gonna have to sit back, humble yourself, and learn the ultimate lesson. And that ultimate lesson will be: do I want to be here for eternity, or do I want to be here for what? 3, maybe a year? Some of y'all catching yourselves to a point where you leaving out quicker than you coming in. It's crazy. Get yourselves right. Worry about the right things. You could sit here and try to, pander and get crazy with the people and even try to show people that you about it. But in the same token, what are you really about? Division? That's another reason why some people probably feel like maybe this is the best way for me to do it. I'm gonna just do this so I can cause a division. No, 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 shouldn't be no division at all. When it comes to certain topics at hand, yeah, we gotta tackle it together. Mental health again affects everybody. I don't care who you are, race, creed, whatever. It affects everybody. So we're not gonna go there. Just like your physical health affects everybody. Let's not go there again. Attacks on children affects everybody. Attacks on the elderly affects everybody. Time for y'all to grow up and really get back into that likeness. Like, okay, we can't continue to allow this. Some of y'all that'll be upset with certain situations, but you've been around the situation and you didn't do nothing to produce nothing. So how mad could you really be? Then it's to a point now where again, everything is completely just out the window now. Things that are being celebrated that should never be celebrated, coming to fad there. So it's all right to disrespect dead people. It's okay to mess around with or troll people who have mental health issues. And it is funny for people to just be so obsessive over petty little child things when they should just grow up. I'm gonna speak on all levels. See, this is the thing. I'm saying it from a good place in my heart, regardless of what. But I'm still gonna be tough love with it. Because again, you need it. You need it. Because apparently some of y'all have lost your moral fiber and you refuse to open yourselves up to that. And then you wonder why we have the things we have going on now. Carl, what's going on, my guy? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. See, again, even on here, you're gonna have people that are gonna try to wean you their way with a facade of a story. Some people are wise to it, they hip to it, and again, in that same token, they ain't letting it override their overall observation of it. See, I'm always going to give a clear observation because from somebody that went through certain traumas and overcame them and grew up to be who the fuck he is, it tells you something. It says that regardless to what angle I came from, I made it, still happy and blessed to be here. And I'm still going to continue to bring a notion that's needed because this is a conversation I have with my peeps every day. Like I said, I have people on and off this app that enjoy the message and enjoy what's going on. And I'm going to continue to keep that balance. It's sad when I got some of my peoples that be like, damn, son, who sound like you was giving a eulogy to? So it goes to show you again that there's just some things we're not going to be hell bent on. And if anytime anybody has a problem with me or has had a problem with me, when that link is pinned, just pop in and have an adult conversation. I don't got to yell at you. I don't got to get crazy with you. But I'm still going to hit you in the gut where it happens. Why I'm going to hit you in the gut? Because you're not going to negate the facts of what I'm talking about right now. Every little personal issue that people might have should not be a focused factor as far as what we really need to do to try to bring back some of these communities to its finest damn playing field. Can't get mad at that. But back to the lesson at hand, too. There's some of you that are going to put yourselves in the hot seat one way or another. If you don't get yourselves killed, you're going to get yourselves locked up. I'm quite sure, even coming towards the holidays, there's a lot of y'all that don't want to be locked up or away from your quote unquote family on Christmas, or even laying in a box before that. So why are y'all putting yourselves out there? Again, go seek the professional help. Guess what? Everybody's going to go through a trauma, whether they're dealing with families who are having health issues, so on and so forth, right? But it's a way of conducting yourself. Again, turn that pride button off. It might be hard to do. It might not be easy to do for some, but you should. Because in the long run, you need to think about the future of generations and of generations and generations that's coming behind us. Time to start really setting real messages out there. That's why I'm saying I want to keep building the way I'm building. I'm going to keep bringing these hard hitting topics when it's needed, whether the people pop in for the conversation or not, because it's coming from a good place in my heart. I don't feel as in any way, shape, or form cool to lie about certain situations to where you are trying to again pander to the people, or you're trying to create and cause a division and an imbalance. We already got unbalancedness in the world. It's time to start restoring that. Some of y'all cry about it's not safe for your kids to be out, but then in the same token, you're not trying to be on that forefront to make sure your kids can come out and be out. People might not want to hear it. It's going to have to hear it. But I would advise these people in particular that are just making themselves look outlandishly crazy, and just for that attention or just because of whatever, get yourselves right. Learn to detach and get off of certain situations. Get off of these roads that you travel in, especially if these roads are all leading to destruction. because essentially that next time could be your last time. Don't let that ball go over your head. There's no need to continue to put yourself on a road of destruction and a road of hurt if you've already been hurt. Again, you should be trying to uplift yourself and make sure you getting the best possible help. Nonetheless, I think this is a critical topic that was needed again today. I wasn't going to hold y'all all afternoon. I think I might be bringing something tonight, 9 out of 10. But I just mostly felt like this. This is not a reaction. This is not nothing out of the ordinary. This is just a logical view from the outside looking in. Because again, in your personal lives, it is what it is. You do what you do, or you move the way you move. But I feel at some point you should want to move in a light to where you're elevated. You feel elevated. You know, it's time to really see things for what it is. We have a grand opportunity and definitely being the voices of the future, even when we're gone. So why not try to put something in the balance? Now, another thing I am going to speak about before I do get up out of here. Again, some of y'all putting yourselves in the hot seats because you are going to the points of stalking and for real, just being a nuisance when you don't necessarily have to be. It is time for some of y'all to get up out of your personal feelings, emotions, and mindsets. Start analyzing what you need to analyze. Because if you are essentially crashing the hell out all over the board and you act like you don't care, but when certain situations occur, now you care, we ain't trying to hear that. Sparky, what's going on, baby? Again, that's a common problem. Some of y'all, again, you let your pride get the best of you. You let certain things trigger you, and then now it's, I gotta see this person. I gotta see it. I gotta destroy this person. Get up out of that, man. Sunshine, what's going on, my guy? Been a minute. Hope all well with you, bro. Because again, at what cost are you willing to take just to try to either get attention from somebody, a reaction, or just try to literally be a pain in their ass for the rest of their lives? Again, some of that is literally little kid shit. And even some of us little kids grew up into adults. So we knew what to expect, not to expect. We knew what to be obsessed over and not to. I'm obsessed with trying to keep bringing a strong message and hopefully creating a strong balance somewhere down the line. That's what I'm obsessed about. I'm not obsessed about people having 1,000 troll names. I'm not obsessed about people who care anyway about me because, again, I don't deal with personal feelings. That personal feeling shit is what has a lot of people on a downfall now. So, again, essentially, you're making yourselves look crazy when you think certain people are going to indulge or even try to go back and forth with on that type of level. See, I can't deal with low vibrations. Sorry, I just can't. And no, I'm not looking down or throwing shots at anything. I'm just telling you what it is with me and what it's always been with me, even off of this app. Not going back and forth for foolishness. If I feel I have to, not gonna have a talk. And I'll kindly walk away from that. It is time to again bring a better balance. And I'm definitely going to be a part of that one way or another. And it doesn't matter what the naysayers say or how they feel about it. Because again, I don't deal with personal feelings. Personal feelings have been somewhat of a downfall for a lot of strong and great leaders at one point. You're allowing too many emotions and too many hearsayers to just be in your ear. Well, my ears is too short, so I ain't really hearing too much of the bullshit. So sorry. I'm gonna hear the things that I need to hear and not the things that I want to hear. Just like I'm gonna give you the things you need to hear, not the things you want to hear. Sorry. It's called living that balance the way you're supposed to. See, like I said, you gotta basically come up out of whatever it is you was going through so you could be the best you. Sorry. You're gonna have to. Because in this road of life, you're gonna have different roads and avenues, and different destinations. Now, what destination you decide to take, it could be a great destination. You could actually be able to sit back, feet up, and enjoy the fruits of just traveling, getting some time away, and doing whatever. Or you could go down that destination where it might not be coming back at all. But again, that choice is essentially up to you. Because guess what? For those who are on that level of you stalking, doing certain things along that lines, even to you're really trying to pop up in places where people are at, you forgot. Some people are always on go. Some people are always going to be prepared for certain things. So it will be your downfall if you decide you want to pop up on somebody, but it don't happen the way you thought it was going to happen. So you got to think about that in the long run. Don't crash out because you feel like that pride is, yeah, all right. That pride is going to lead you to an early grave. That pride is going to lead you behind a 6 foot cell or whatever. You don't want that. Because again, I'm going to be honest with you. There's some of y'all who think that you really are about that, but you're not going to be ready to deal with any of those consequences. Again, if you got kids, even grandkids, it is time for some of y'all to grow up and get a grip. I'm sorry to say it that way in a tough way, but some of y'all don't understand it when it's being said in a calm, cool way. It is time for y'all to shake up the balance again. Get back to where we was at. A lot of y'all cry about you want change. A lot of y'all cry about y'all want to see things really happen. But you are essentially setting yourselves up for the downfall because you're not trying to be a part of the things that can make it happen. That's because all of y'all want to be above each other. Y'all want to be captains. Y'all want to be everything. Again, selfish pride will be a downfall for a lot of things. Have a strong mind, a strong sense of common sense to know how far you're willing to go. I'm not gonna lie to you again. I feel things can be done on a grand scale if everybody would just put their personal differences aside and come together for the things that are happening. Or do we not forget that there's still kids and even teens going missing, people getting wrapped up? Like, or do we not fail to realize we still got crime at a high rate as far as gun violence and even some of the young kids that don't be in the midst of stuff of getting killed? Do we not go to that? It's not just about politicals, it's more about socials too. Keeping it a buck with you. P. Moses, what's going on, my guy? And apologies for the wind. When I decided to open the window, it's still raining and getting crazy outside. But see, even then, look here. You got people right now that wish they had people that they missed. See, somebody might be going to jail today already. before the holidays. It's exactly where I was about to go right now. There's some of y'all that are blessed and really lucky and fond to have all the necessities in life that most people want and need, right? So why not try to keep yourself in a great balance to where you don't go out early? Tanya, what's going on, baby? Again, let's keep it real with each other. Most of us are trying to sit there and have a blessed life, one way or another. But there are some that just don't care about their lives, and I believe again, psychological traumas that some of them never recover from. But I would say for those who might be in those dire, critical situations, even going into the future, because this is a message not just for the day. This is a message forever. You're always going to have an opportunity and an option, a window to do something great, destructive, and it'll be prosperous on all ends. But essentially, it is up to you to have a strong mind and a strong balance to keep yourself balanced. And you're going to need the right people around you that's going to make sure you don't crash out, and they're going to tell you the things that you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Still firmly believe in that. You want the best things for yourself so you can bring yourself some sort of prosperous wealth. Make sure you're taking care of your mental and your physical health. And then everything else, put on the shelf. Again, it is about just getting yourself in order. Again, we got things that we need to start bringing back program wise and everything else, not just for the youth, but even for some of the young adults and even for some of the elders who still like to keep themselves active and busy. I still believe in that. I still also believe in a community coming together and really making sure that they are watching out and paying attention to each other's kids. Because in the long run, it's not just the what they learn from home, it's also what they learn in their communities. I'll be honest with you again, this is coming to a point now where we gonna crash well before the time and we shouldn't have to. Again, the numbers are gonna have to play for us. The numbers have been playing us forever. This is exactly why we are going under. Like, not gonna lie to you. Feel like we fumbled the ball somewhere, but we don't know where it's at. So we gotta find it. And I'm encouraging that. Whatever path you walking down in life, it shouldn't lead you to pain or strife. And it definitely shouldn't cost you anything, even your life. And when you're doing things from the good spirit of it, you're gonna get those blessings in multitudes. Don't forget that. Not gonna lie to you though. Again, some people ain't gonna want to hear this. But at some point, you're gonna have to hear it. And it don't gotta be for me. There are more people out there like me who are actually doing it one way or another again. And that message is going to be clear at some point that some of y'all should just get it together. Cycles that could be broken, and it's not that hard to break. You're making it hard to break because you refuse to listen to reason, even to the point of you listening to yourselves. I don't want my family to crash out. Let me not do something to where I'm gonna leave them at a disadvantage, basically. And if I have to leave them at a disadvantage for a small time frame, hey, let them be able to hold it down. But then again, shouldn't even be able to go that route neither. Because some of y'all will think that, oh, I don't care as long as I got some money for the family, they this, that, and third. Yeah, okay, but guess what? You're still not really able to see everything that's transpiring. So things can be happening even under your eye, even while you are gone. So remember that part. Don't leave yourself or your family at a disadvantage. It's time for some of y'all to take advantage and learn something. Get out your pride, get out your false sense of, just get out that false sense of hate. Because in all honesty, you're not really hating somebody, you're hating yourself. But you're allowing that hate to spew. No need for all of that. Some point in your life, some point in your juncture, you got to realize it's not everything going to go your way. Not everything is going to be set the way you think it should be set. But that doesn't mean you still don't try to do something and try to help correct things that we need to correct. So again, what are we really bringing to the forefront? And what message do we send to the future generations that are coming behind us? That's a question that I've been posing, and I'm still impose that almost every time I get a chance to. Because at some point, we got to get a good answer, and we got to come to a clear understanding. Because what's more important, your own personal gain or getting the gain of the people? And if you're going to get the gain of the people, you got to do it right. And you got to make sure that you are not putting yourself in harm's way while doing it. And even if you have to at certain avenues, still stand strong and firm in the words and the things that you believe in. Because if you do believe in change, you're going to still make this thing happen regardless to what. Now, I feel like this paying into some of the things that I've already spoken about as far as the mental health aspect. Some of y'all really need to take heed to the message today. Before I get up out of here, I really am going to say this. At some point, you're going to make the wrong step. What you learn from that and what you take out of that, you better sit back and think. And if it was something that could have left you out of here or left you flat, Ron, get out your sense of pride. Really sit back and learn something from that lesson. There are people who have gone through certain things in life where most people would have got it together and just changed their life, but some people don't. And again, some of those people who didn't, they ain't hit. And the ones who are here, they ain't gonna never be able to see the light of day again. So again, think before you do. And that's on all cylinders in life. And I would say that for people even on here, even down to the troll level. Think before you do things. Because essentially, you're gonna put yourself in a downfall position. If the wrong people are around you when it's happening, they ain't gonna be there for you. They are not gonna support you. They ain't not gonna even think to say, damn. If anything, they might talk about you. They might even celebrate, like I was saying. Some people with that sick in the mind that they'll even celebrate that. I ain't gonna be one of them. I do appreciate everybody that tuned in. I wasn't gonna hold y'all. For those who ain't following me on Twitch, please make sure you are downloading that app. Make sure you follow your boy. Definitely gonna bring some vibes back. I should be back around 6 o'clock. We're gonna definitely rock out and have some good time. That means you too, red shirt. And I appreciate you, serious, for dropping all those links, baby. Working hard for the 99 to 8,000, baby. But for everybody that's new here, everybody that might be coming through here, even the people watching in the shadows, don't think I'm going away from what I'm talking about. I'm not. Any talk that's needed, it's gonna happen. If this is a cruise ship or any type of shit, then I'm the fucking captain. But guess what? I still got a balance, and I'm gonna make it happen. And again, I want to wish everybody Happy holidays, whether you celebrate it or not. Again, every day that you're able to breathe, you're able to do and touch and even create, take that as a blessing from that man upstairs. Love yourselves, care for yourselves, and definitely make sure when it's all said and done, you're doing the right things necessary. You might not like these talks. Some of these talks might hit hard, but hey, I'm all for it if it's going to bring some healing and no more personal scars and no more physical scars. No doubt, James. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, and then you know what it is too. You might have to update the app. I noticed that sometimes you're gonna have to. Yeah, but nonetheless, we gonna rock out tonight, baby. Oh wait, my fault. It's Tasty Tuesday, right? Oh no, Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. We'll definitely be back tonight at 6. And I could still bring an open topic tonight. I might set the reminder for that one. But drop the link and y'all more than welcome to pop in. Again, hopefully somebody took something out of this today. And honestly, I ain't gonna tell you in any other way. Be blessed that you still here. You shouldn't be showing fear or even shedding tears. You're supposed to be carrying the torch amongst you and your peers. Even the ones that ain't here. They still watching you and they still got you. Don't let people get the spot and the drop on you. Some of y'all are gonna end up really catching yourselves in a position where you won't be coming back. I think it's time for y'all to get away from that. Don't let that ball go over your head for real. I'm gonna set this little reminder so y'all already know what it is. Some of y'all might see it on the community wall. And yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Shout outs to my sis 6ix9ine. But don't let me see a notification before time on Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. No, shut your punk ass up. I definitely see y'all at 6 though. Let me start getting this stuff in order. Again, hopefully y'all enjoyed yourselves. Enjoy your rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and I'll see y'all at 6. Definitely is always a blessing to be here talking to the people, and I'm gonna keep bringing something here. Whether them whole ass niggas like it or not, I'm sorry. I'm coming in with the vacancy spot. Baby! Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I ain't forget about it. What happened? Go on, get it. Go on, get it. Now you want to be a guard dog. Go on, go Southside. Look, that's your boy. That's your boy right there. So we don't talk to your furry friend like that. You know ain't nobody getting hurt. But he gonna learn today. He gonna stop with that Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. He ain't doing that no more. Well, let me get up out of here though. Definitely appreciate everybody that's tuned in, and I appreciate everybody part of this eulogy family. You know what? I might do something actually a little different tonight if I do drop this little open pen. Who knows, baby? I'm in a good spirit. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all ain't want to hear it, but the nigga that's gonna do what he gonna do, and I don't fear it. Ah, man. Make the call. Make the call. I'll call for you. Matter of fact, serious, I'll call for you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get rid of him and I'm gonna go get that pit bull and that Labrador retriever I always wanted. Nah, I'm messing with y'all. Don't worry. Ain't no pets getting harmed in the midst of this damn live stream. You know you love that little motherfucker. Wait a minute. Hey, 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 hey. Hold it down, hold it down, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold it down, hold it down. Tell your man to hold it down. Here. Hold it down, son. Hold it down. Hold it down. Look, see? You know. Nah, let me get up out of here though. I'll definitely see y'all at 6. And again, hopefully everybody did get something out of this. Make sure y'all liking and sharing this, man. Might not want to have to hear it, but you're gonna have to hear it. Y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and then be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. And I definitely see y'all. Let me make sure I ain't got no issues with the Wi-Fi, so we can get our dance on. Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And to the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.